Comedy Central wisely swooped in because really they are kind of the brand of progressive comedy, I think, right now. Schumer, Key and Peele, Workaholics, Idiot Sitter, coming to a TV show near you, starring Jillian Bell, Charlotte Newhouse, who are both Groundlings. I came from the Groundlings Theater. I was born in 1982 at a birthing center on Culver Boulevard. Parents lived in the South Bay and then weren't well off and had 5 kids, so we moved to Big Bear when I was about 7 years old. My dad was in construction, so we bought a big property, small house, and built on it in the 9 years we lived there. When I was 14, 15, the summer of my freshman year of high school, I auditioned for LACHSA, the Los Angeles Performing Arts High School, and was accepted and decided to go because it meant I had a longer summer. But little did I know such a flippant choice would alter the course of my life for forever. 3 years at the Arts High School, was accepted to UCLA for musical theater of all things, I know. Did a year there and then...
What was your favorite show there?
At UCLA? Well, it's that thing, a lot of theater schools don't allow the first years to perform, like you have to put in your time, do tech, and so I was painting furniture black in the shop. I saw a pretty good Into the Woods there, actually. It was not bad. I remember thinking, I could do better than Jack, but everybody else was really great. Then at the end of that year, I was cast on Mad TV for half a season. And so I left school, I deferred for 6 months, and then enjoyed it. They asked me back, but under different circumstances than promised. So I said thank you, no thank you. But a lot of the people I respected and who looked out for me and who I liked working with had come from the Groundlings Theater. Michael Hitchcock from the Christopher Guest films. Michael McDonald, obviously. In terms of the people who have been there. It's a pretty illustrious alumni.
How has that prepared you for playing history in this manner?
This is truly, I've done 3 reenactments, 1 for each season of Drunk History. It is the best gig.
What did you do this year?
This year I did Bobby Fischer.
Yeah,
it was really
and who
fun.
was your drunk?
Rich Fulcher.
Oh, great.
The best.
Fantastic.
He is truly the best.
He's hilarious.
Yeah.
How does that influence you? How the storyteller, how does that influence you? Whoever tells the story, how does that influence you?
I do mostly drunk storytelling.
Okay. Yeah.
I play Grover Cleveland's mother-in-law in one episode.
Meaty role.
Meaty role. Exactly. No.
Okay.
No. But I got to wear a wig.
Awesome.
But it's hard to match up you hear it a few times, and you're phenomenal at it.
That's nice
It's
of
a
you.
real gift. I mean, it's a peculiar gift to be able to hear someone slurring through a sentence and get it and mouth it properly.
Yeah.
It's very high pressure. I was really nervous.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So was it was it easier to be the storyteller?
Oh, it's easier to be drunk and talking than have to match your mouth moving to a pre-existing recording. Do you have any tricks?
So you can go so big. That's why, seeing Jack do it first is great because he's very, animated, and I have a tendency to go big. You'll learn that about me in our time together. And so it's a thing where you can play the energy, even if it's not perfect. You can be doing, you know what I mean? If you distract with every all your appendages and everything, then that helps a little bit. But it's also musical. And what I love the show because I think it's a brilliant combination of comedy, which I love, but also just human culture forever. Drinking and telling stories is what human beings have done forever, and so to match the two is so great, and it's a fun process to perform it, but all pressure's off for making any choice because all the work has been done for you, and that's the best. And you listen to it and you hope for a stutter or a word being said in the wrong way because you can play with that. But that's what I love.
How often do you listen to it before you actually...
They'll send you a longer video of it, so they'll send you a 12-minute version that ends up being 7, 8 maybe, and then just the audio file. But when you're filming it, they have a speaker system there, and they just start playing it on a loop while
Play
they're
it over
setting
and
up.
over again.
Yeah.
And then when they're ready to roll, everyone gets into place, they say action and they start. And everyone's just hoping to to get it on time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because there will usually be more than one person talking while the camera's moving, and everyone needs to hit it right. And I think they can Zeus it a little bit.
I think they can.
There's
Exactly.
This, I don't even know what it's called. What do they call it? A liquid app or something, where they can sneak out a couple of frames so that if you start a little bit late, they can sneak out some frames so it looks like you're starting right on. And so, because I got so nervous, they were like, we can, and I was like, oh really? Oh, okay. And then the pressure was off.
When you're with your stories, are you a history buff? Is that something that did you know?
I'm more of a drinking buff.
Well, cool. Yeah.
and a fabulous, and a bullshit. So, I mean, I love history, Derek. I asked Derek for 3 years through Mark Gagliardi if I could do it, reenact or be the drunk. And then when it got on Comedy Central, Derek was like, "Yeah, let's get you drunk."
So now, how far ahead of time? How far ahead of time do you start drinking before they start filming?
The first year I did it, I did the Kellogg Brothers and the story of H.H. Holmes. It was a serial killer, not funny. Oh, he also killed kids. But I told 2 stories in one day.
Oh.
So they said start drinking at 3 in the afternoon. The medic shows up at 4. You're a little sozzled. They give you a breathalyzer. They start setting up lights. And then I started telling the story. Now, the second story I started telling at midnight. Nobody wants to be that drunk that long, unless you're like a careerist. So the second story, I was so angry and saying to Derek, I'm like, God, is this fucking over now? Like, it's just a mean drunk. So now they only do 1 story per person. Because the first year,
You set a
no,
precedent.
I wasn't the only one. Some people got so drunk that they had to go back and reshoot because they stopped being able to verbalize. Like they actually couldn't speak. Derek told me.
It's fascinating since it's been like become a corporate thing and like Comedy Central's paid to produce it. They have to have a medic. Somebody's hired to stay with them overnight to stay.
Oh, I didn't get that.
Oh dear.
No,
No one's listening.
Is that true?
Yeah.
Maybe you have to be further gone.
Maybe.
You didn't get
There's
drunk
a lot
enough.
of insurance.
She's pro.
The thing I did, I was hammered every time I was blowing a .13, and yet it turns out I'm fairly articulate when I'm drunk because people thought that I wasn't.
What are you drinking? Like what's your drink?
Well, I now no longer drink red wine because of that first year. I drank 3 bottles of red wine. Oh my
Nice
God.
job.
I don't remember. I remember opening a third one. I don't know. And so now I drink white wine. I was flirting with the idea. Yeah, I was flirting with the idea
It's
of
lighter.
nonsense, but then I thought that's not a good idea.
Oh man.
You would die. You
Whoa.
would die.
Yeah. Well, in
Would
that
you ever
quantity.
do a drunk
So
story?
I
done
don't.
one?
I've never been blackout drunk, and I've only started drinking in the last few years. To just deal with life.
4?
No, I have like a crazy sweet tooth. I love desserts. So I've never liked the taste of alcohol. I got really sick on SNL to where I couldn't breathe. Oh, sorry. Do you want to ask her? And they said have some bourbon because it'll clear it up, and it was the best night of sleep I've ever had. And then on my honeymoon, my wife said, if ever you're gonna try to get tipsy or drunk, and so I tried Jack and Cokes because I like the Coke. And then they gave me a mudslide, and that was the end of it. And I did like
It's like
4 months. It's like a
Baileys and
milkshake.
Kahlua, yeah.
So that, and so now I do it as occasionally for peer pressure. Just get it, do it to get people to like me. Do you dare me to drink? Do you dare me to drink right now? Do you dare me to drink right now?
Right now.
What last
I
question?
have a quick question
Yes.
for you guys. I want to know what your favorite dirty joke is. Can you tell me a dirty joke? I
Oh
know
my
I should
God,
have
I
asked
know
this
an
in the
awful
beginning
one.
so
I
that
know
you
a
could
really
do it.
awful one.
I don't
And
know
no one's listening. This is really bad. This is like playground bad. This is like funny then and so gross. Okay. Son is in the shower with his dad, and he goes, "Dad, how come you're bigger than me?" And he goes, when you grow, it grows with you. And he's like, "How come Mom doesn't have one?" And he goes, "Well, she has a garage, and I have a limousine, and sometimes Daddy will park his limousine in Mommy's garage." Does that make sense? He goes, yeah. Later that night, he comes in, the son comes in the room. Dad, Mom, I can't sleep. I'm like, it's okay, climb into the bed. And they rest, and the dad waits for the son to go back to sleep. And he goes, hey kiddo, move over, I'm gonna park the limousine. He says, sorry Dad, my Jeep's already in there.
I've never heard that joke. I've never heard that joke.
It's bad. But it was hilarious in the 3rd grade.
Oh my god!
Anyway, the little kid fucked his mom.
Edit this complex going on.
Yeah, exactly.
Or an episode of Game of Thrones.
Yeah, exactly.
If you go hand in hand.
Yeah.
One or the other.
Thank you guys so much.
Thank you so much.
Pleasure.
Enjoy these nerds.
I was like, I should probably stop him at some point, but he's just
That's what we get for being polite.
we don't care. Look.
Somebody had to ask that question.
My autocorrect corrected it to Tarzan Killam.
Oh, all right. I'm sure he'd prefer that.